Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 10 of this Let's Play Novus Imperium Romanum. This is, of course, playing as Italy and Hearts of Iron. So, what happened in the last episode? Well, quite frankly, we made a massive push against the Soviets. We have taken this part of the Ukraine up here, we're advancing through the top of Poland, and we are, quite frankly, closing in on Moscow. The Brown offensive is very nearly complete, and in fact when that is completed we'll rest up a bit and then we'll prepare for the attack on Moscow. Meanwhile, the tanks have been switched to medium tanks, completely accidentally by the way. I did not mean to switch them over, I meant to make a new division and then start building those. Unfortunately I misclicked and upgraded the entire light division army. So we're currently fighting with basically 100 tanks between 5 divisions, which would really have 1,000 tanks. So that is very slowly but surely ticking up. In fact, if we check down here, we are producing 1.43 a day, but we are getting a bunch more efficiency and a whole bunch more tanks also lined up. Although we could actually do some more tungsten. Let's go and see to that. Meanwhile, down here in the Crimea, we have finally begun an offensive here. And we should be able to cut these guys off fairly easily. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll have you guys. You can go there. You can go there. Pin them down. In fact, you can assist. We'll try and grab the port with them. Like so. Just got to keep the pressure up down there. Meanwhile, elsewhere, we should be good to just leave them alone. How are we doing on planes now? Let's have a look. We are not really doing any better, but the Soviets have actually moved a bunch of their aircraft away to contest the skies over Belarus. Not that we're really fighting in Belarus. And they actually have some bombers in northern Balkans. Probably strategic bombers bombing my production. Somewhat annoying, but so it goes. Majority type Fiat CR32. Is that the new plane? No. Although we are building several of these now. We are almost getting one a day. In fact, we are more or less getting one a day now, I think. But we do still need to assign more production. So we just need more factories. Just generally more factories. Basically everywhere. How are we doing on construction of factories? I think we're actually gaining civilian factories at the moment. We have 117 of those. How are the Soviets doing? Because we must be stealing them from the Soviets now. Must be. Yeah, we are. Good. Less factories for the Soviets means they get even less gear, and their troops are already horrifically short of equipment. It's fantastic, actually. Okay, you're moving down there. We're all pushing on basically every front here. Good. But the units in this area are unfortunately getting a fair amount of organisation. Although we have actually successfully cut across the top, but we wanted to take these areas because there are a number of factories here. And actually, this is a very industrial zone. And maybe we'll try and cut across the bottom of the Caucasus before pushing north into Russia itself. I'm not sure yet. Because they could still cut across here, which would be kind of sucky. How are we doing on building new units? It's going very slowly. Because we are very, very short on equipment. How short are we? Minus 16,000. So we're kind of making up that deficit, but not really. Support equipment we're making up, and motorized are actually getting more of a shortage. But that's because we shifted a bunch of production away from motorized. And that's fine, I think. And what is it? January. So we are fighting in winter now. Attrition will be hurting us. Even if we aren't that far north just yet, but you can see all the snow still here. General winter doing its best. No! Right, you lot. New army. New front. You're going to be fighting here. Congratulations. Thought there was a fourth one, or has he already escaped? I think he's already escaped. Your commander can be Urban Assault Specialist, because there is a fair amount of urban down here. And your objective is this. You may go. I might send you a few more troops though. In fact, I might send you the tanks. I don't know how much the tanks are doing at the moment. You know what? I like this idea. Ooh, mechanized offensive. That does help because it gives our tanks more breakthrough. Although we don't actually have that many tanks right now. Okay, so we can get air-land battle, which improves our tanks, artillery hard attack, reinforcement rate, and air support. Or more soft attack, better recon, more recovery and organization, quite a lot of organization in fact, and the entire army gets more soft and hard. Oh, we're definitely going for shock and awe. We don't have really an air force to make use of the rest. And we probably shouldn't have spent all of our army points on the variation of the medium tank, because we're about to get the next one. They cut us off. Yeah, I thought that might happen when idiots ran off. You two, I want you assigned to that army. Like now. And the tanks, we're going to reassign you. So we're going to cancel this objective. And we're going to have you come and fight down here, I think. So move. Oh wait, I need to cancel the front line over here. Get rid of that. And then front line. No front line, just come down here. Damn it. Drive down here. Off you go. Cool. Wait, where was one of those? No, from over there. You, stop your offensive. Move you all. Let's go. Someone defending in a fight. You might be. You're attacking still. Stop it. And move down here. And you stay where you are before you run out of organization. Actually, you assist. You assist. We should be able to take that, and then we'll be in a better position. And there we go. We have the M16 Saharino tank, which is even better. We are going to start working on the self-propelled artillery form of that tank. And we're going to switch production to them. Yeah, this was the Mark 1, which we did spend a bunch of points on the variation. I'm going to get some more armor. Because we want them to be heavily armoured, so that they don't die, because we cannot afford to replace them, really. So, is that the Mark 1? No. It'll hurt our efficiency a little bit, but we need the production. And we are now very short on steel. And the Germans don't really have much more to export to us. So I think we start buying from the French. Okay. How is this war going? France is still pushing slowly. Yeah, they are definitely pushing. We do have a number of naval results somewhere here. Killing a couple more submarines, but not really very many. Reinforcements are on their way. Guys, you can push here. That's an easy fight. Meanwhile, up here, things are still moving rather nicely. We've definitely got them on the run, so I think what we're gonna do, we're not gonna let them recover, we're just gonna keep on pushing. So I think we're gonna go for Leningrad next. I'm gonna do something like, actually, no, stop, don't do that. I'll go for this river. To the outskirts of Moscow. And that's going to be after you've done that. Okay. And that is going to really expand your front line, unfortunately. You guys, are you in the fight yet? Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. There we go. Before these guys run out of organization and start dying, because that would suck. And in fact, you guys, let's have you hold B, move. Now you should get there in double time. There we go. All of these super mobile units that we have. We'll give you a day or two to recover. I'm going to stop you attacking because we don't want you running out of organisation. Fortunately, this unit is proving to be quite strong. I think you can take that. There you go. You're about to be pushed back. Elsewhere, I think we're fine. Machini Folgor. Is that another fighter? Yes. Yes. No, that is not a fighter. Silly Mordred, don't look over there. Right, do we have more production we can do? Yes, we do. It's 1941. Let's go and get the assembly line production for more production efficiency cap. And let's go to switch our fighters. No, we're going to get a variation on the fighter. Except we've just spent the variation on this, haven't we? Oh, we only need one. That's good. Because it means I can throw more planes into this. Right, where are those planes? Odessa? Yes. We want more fighters. Let's add... We'll go up to 500 fighters there. That'll be nice. Cool. Now, do I want to upgrade to the new planes? Is the question. Operational range 1000. Oh, I can't see the old variation. Yes, I can. Mark 1. There we go. 840. 1000. Air attacks 2716. 1810. Yeah, these ones are quite a lot better. So we'll switch to the Folgor and then we'll upgrade those when we can. Again, it's going to put us back behind a little bit, and it's not the best in terms of efficiency. We'll buy from the... Really? We're out of oil? Huh. Yeah, we'll buy some. Steel. Germany, you're not sending me steel again. Third Reich is... Oh, I see. Showing there. Right, so you're once again not doing steel. So again, we're going to buy it from France. Because Germany is stupid. Yes, Japan, you may send me troops. Have we not broken through here yet? Alright, you can attack. Now this should really help that push. You should stop before you get attacked. Unfortunately, the Russians are getting a lot of organisation down there. We could really do with getting some more divisions. So I think we might need to just halt the push for a while, rebuild some equipment. Except that's going to let the Soviets build as well. Does that matter? Their industry is so much smaller than ours. Like, I really want this area. So maybe once we've taken the Crimea... Oh, bollocks. They've taken him out, and they're going to take him out too. And this was a freaking disaster because those troops turned around. So we've lost 2 divisions, if they die, which they probably will. All it takes is for them to realise, but I think they're actually shipping men away from here. Are the tanks actually in the fight yet? No. I think that will turn rather more quickly when the tanks are in, although, that said, we are still rather short on medium tanks. Meanwhile, we have completed our offensive here. Alright, we're going to dig in, we're going to get more preparation bonus, and then we'll go again. I think I'm going to reduce the length of that line to about here. And that offensive is done. Congratulations. And I'm going to stop the yellow line from holding that area. I can find the yellow line. I don't think you really need the support. So we'll move the yellows down here. And that'll do. Okay, good. So the yellows can back the blues up a little bit more. Meanwhile, how are the blues doing? I'm just kind of waiting. How many divisions do the Soviets even have? A lot. But they have lost almost 4 million troops to my 468,000. Ah, finally we pushed through. Okay, so you lot have your objective. You may as well start pushing a bit harder with the tanks though. Even though they aren't really tanks at this point. Push through like this. Yeah, the Soviets are in full retreat now. So the Crimea should fall relatively easily. Especially now that I have some faster units sweeping through. Let's pin them down. Let's have you assist. Likewise. Let's go grab Sevastopol before they can take it. And then we'll go and crash through this bit. Yeah, you move here. And then we'll use you to assist over on that side. There goes Sevastopol. Let's do this. Ah, medium SP artillery. Excellent. We won't actually be able to build them for a time, but we have them. We'll get more concentrated industry. Invite to faction from the Third Reich. Let me think about that. You want to draw me into a war against France, Britain and America. That's a really tough decision. It's not a tough decision, no. Bugger off. Right, we don't need as much steel. We need more tungsten. We need a lot more tungsten. Surplus of rubber, so I think we'll buy one less. That'll do. We've almost finished up all the factories that we need there, which is excellent, and we can start producing more fighters and motorized. These are churning units out as quickly as they can. We're actually beating the deficit here, here, and here, which is good to see. And slowly but surely on that line as well. Regia Marina. More naval yards. What do we want to do here? Cruiser F attack. Alright, yeah, you stay and guard Sevastopol. So I don't really need to. Soviet Union has an ex-Tanutuva. Shame on you, Soviet Union. Shame on you. In fact, if we can get these guys to come across here, then we could really hit them pretty hard from behind, which would be very nice. Right, how are you guys doing? Still building up the prep bonus, which is totally fine. They are really defending with a lot of men here, but we have a nice supply line, very, very close. These guys should be just fine. May as well push forward. Ooh, Stalino. Is that Stalingrad? That must be Stalingrad. You can assist with that. Stalingrad's about to fall. There we go. Yeah, that was Stalingrad. Cool. So they're getting a bit of a bulge here. Somewhat surprised, actually. That's because we're not attacking. Because the yellows don't attack. But the yellows will need to do some attacking there in the centre. And they're slowly but surely becoming the centre army. Fighter baiting. So we get better interception missions. Okay, cool. Let's get some more ground support then. Meanwhile, how are we doing here? The number of planes we are getting is increasing. So we should start to see some wrestling back of air superiority here. But I think we still have a lot of old planes, because the new ones aren't being built very quickly yet. We're still ratcheting up their production, but that's fine, we'll get there eventually. Ooh, this attack's completely faltered. Why? Oh, because no one's in it. That would be why. That would do it. We have a bunch of reserves, just the 2 tanks right now. 0-6 enemy divisions can pierce this division's armor. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately they... Whoa, you're defending with 33 divisions. I'm attacking you with 9. That's mental, but that does mean that's 33 divisions that are not on the rest of their line. How are you? No, not you. I'll give you another colour. You're a bit confusing. We'll make you pink. You guys, how are you doing? Prep bonus. You still have some prep bonus. I really meant you guys, though. You are very nearly fully prepared, so we may begin another assault with you very, very shortly. And in fact, their line up here is rather thin. So I think that offensive could go rather well. So you assist. And you as well. Yeah, this is just going to be a bit of a slog, but as long as we're tying up all of those divisions, I'm not too bothered, honestly. Alright, you guys. Still getting ready, you guys. Still not getting many promotions here. I think you're ready. Go. Begin another major offensive here in the north, while all their troops are here in the south. Because we haven't been pushing in the north, they've stupidly decided that it's not worth defending. Wrong, 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 wrong. Assist here as well. Okay, I'm going to start moving the yellows up from this line. Because we're basically just going to have these guys as a central army, so we'll have the 3 armies, northern, central, southern, as this front is about to expand rather dramatically. In fact, I'm going to give you an objective. Moscow. I want that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to reduce your line, seeing as you are my southern army. Down to here. And then yellow just to here. Okay. So that should be a much better distribution of troops now. Meanwhile, the slog here continues. We do still have units in reserve. We have a couple resting up. With the exception of you. Let's send these guys in. We are slowly overcoming the deficit there. In fact, the deficit everywhere is slowly being overcome. We are actually building more fighters than we are losing, which is good. And we are still pretty low in efficiency in many of our newer items. Ooh, we're also very low on supply. Buy that. Buy. Has Germany opened up yet? Germany's not even in the list. Germany, what are you doing? Still got a closed economy, which is just silly. Because it's forcing me to buy from France. You must be really... You're not... No, you're actually fighting back. You've lost 2 provinces, but you've taken the stuff down here back. And here in the Netherlands, you are being pushed, I think. But you are kind of holding the line. Kind of. Let's begin a major offensive here. Let's have you attack. No, you go. Gommel. You can grab that. You can grab that. You can assist here. Alright. Meanwhile, down here, 41. Do we have radio yet? I'm not sure we do. Which is probably why we're not getting reinforcements in very quickly. No, we don't. We need to get it. We do get a bonus to research time though. When's the next tech done? Recon company. After we have recon company, we'll get radio. Actually, no, you stay there. Okay. How's Brown doing? Brown's doing really well. Like, these units are really strong, to be fair. They just don't get levels very quickly. Garibaldi's a level 8. Still 2. Level 8. Or 5. You're not getting your traits very quickly, though. 54. We're slowly grinding them down there. Very, very slowly. Meanwhile, down here, their numbers are, whoa, significantly reduced. I think we should just push. Oh, you are pushing. You need another objective. I'm going to say, oh, there's Stalingrad. Okay, I was wrong. I want this. Go. And honestly, you may as well go. You don't have much prep, but you're just so likely to take that stuff that you may as well do it. You may as well push as well. Alright, major offensive. We're pushing on all fronts now. It's the spring offensive of 1941. When the Italians famously got into spitting range of Moscow. Just slightly reduce what the Browns were attempting. Don't think you quite need to get this far. That far would be better. I'll call it that. Okay. Ooh, surrounded. We'll let him wait for a bit. Oh no, he can attack. Meanwhile, here, 82. Come on, it's getting there. Another one into the fray. And we have a technology. We're going to get radio. The reinforce rate plus 5%. We need that. Cruiser effort. Oh, some more design companies. Research time, carrier armor, capital ship armor, naval firepower for the Atlantic Fleet designer. Huh. What else do I need that? Carrier. Alright. We'll work on carriers then. Ooh, they just reinforced. Somehow. No matter. Oh, yeah. Italy's looking rather a lot bigger. How's Germany doing? Germany has retaken the line. And in fact has punched through Maginot. Go Germany. Even with your stupidly closed economy. Modified government. How are we doing on manpower? We're still okay. Still short, don't get me wrong, but I think we're okay. We could get the Atlantic Fleet Designer. Because this will also... Oh, that has naval firepower. Carrier armor, capital ship, armor, and firepower. Like, the Mediterranean one is strong, but the max range is so low, and we will eventually be making it to the Atlantic, so I think this is the one that we're going to go for. Oh, has completed focus Atlantic Fleet. Right. Which we haven't. Yeah, we're going to wait for that. In the meantime, we could actually go to total mobilization, but that would lose us another 1.5% population, which would be bad. We could do industrial research time, which probably isn't a bad plan, actually. We'll do that. Start getting some of these designers out. And after that, we'll probably get them... Oh, we probably should have done this one. Not literally that one, probably that one? No, probably this one. We should have got this one. Better fighters, faster air research. That was a mistake. We definitely need to get that before we hit the next tier of fighter, which would be the 44s. Right. But with that, I think that we are at the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you have not done so already, then please do consider subscribing as well. Crikey, we're killing a lot of Soviet ships. They're really desperate for something. There's 5 of them we sank there. Crikey. What are they trying to ship in? And more to the point, what have we just taken? Chromium? Possibly. Steel. There's a whole bunch of steel we just took there. A little bit of oil. Oh, that was Romania. We already had that. Was it? Yeah, it was. And then when we take this, we're going to have no shortage of oil, especially when we have that. How are we doing on imports? We need more rubber. I'll order some more. And oil. Can I buy from someone else? Not really. That should help the production. Actually, our construction is almost complete, which is good to see. Their bombers are doing a lot of damage to us, though. Look at all the infrastructure there. Is that hurting our supplies at all? Nope. Such a wide front, their supply can kind of find lots of different ways through. We have all the tank factories up now. And the efficiency is getting up pretty quickly. Planes, we're about halfway. We haven't started on the motorized. In fact, motorized we're running really rather short on. So I think I might switch you 2 round. Yeah, this offensive actually cost us a lot. How are we doing on the research? Oh, it's because we just got some new units. Cool. Where are they? No, it's you two. Hi. I'm going to have you guys joining the West. Actually, you're not called Western, you're called Central. You're Central, you're Southern. And you are Northern. So, thinking about it, this area is going to be an absolute pain to take because of all the mountains. So at that point, we might actually want to switch the northern divisions for the southern divisions. Do we want to do that now? Next episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you have not done so already, please do consider subscribing as well. And if you have any tips or advice for me, do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.